For those of you guys that don't know me, obviously my name is Justin Wilson, J Will. Real quick, my background, I'm 30 years old. I have a military background. Used to jump out of planes for a living. I was sick and tired of getting shot at for 30,000 bucks a year. So I decided to go, do the corporate world, do what everybody else is doing, right? And so, the reality is we're all taught go to school, get good grades, and get a good job, right? Well, that wasn't working for me. Had a good job, I was making good money, but the problem is I was living at my job. I was living to work instead of working to live. So I decided I wanted to follow those that have what I wanted. I wanted to get a lifestyle like guys like Anthony Napolitano have, where they're 20 something years old and they're able to do what they want, when they want, how they want, and they make more money than both their parents combined. You know what I mean? That's the kind of lifestyle I wanted to have, and so that way I can give my family the best of everything. And so I got plugged into networking. I decided to be coachable, guys. That's the one key to success. Be coachable. Be willing to learn with the intent to teach. Be willing to take notes. Note takers are money makers, period. So the more notes you take, the more money you're going to make, period, guys. The more you apply those notes, the more money you and your team will make. So I got plugged in. I was able to create a six-figure income, and I retired at the age of 27. I've been almost 4 years now, working from home, living the lifestyle of my dreams, traveling all around the world, and helping a bunch of people. That's my story. Let's dive into the information of the night. We're going to talk about the art of communication. Communication is key. So let's talk about what it is first. Communication is the imparting or exchange of information or news. Direct communication between the two people will produce greater understanding. Okay? Direct communication between two people will produce greater understanding. So it's the exchange of information, right? That's communication, the ability to exchange information. Now, people understand things different ways, right? Some people get things right away. Some people take a little bit more time to process. Understand both your team and your prospects are like this. Okay, not everybody gets those things the way you get them. Not everybody's going to react to things the way you react to them. That's why text messaging and Facebook messaging and emails are very difficult communication, because you don't get the full picture, right? You don't get tonality. You don't get any facial recognition. You don't get anything that really displays the full message. So understand, guys, when you're messaging people, when you're talking to your team, when you're talking to prospects, okay, they might not get it. They might not get what you're sending. They might not get it the way you get it. Whether you're excited, whether you want to convey something important, okay, it's best, honestly, to speak to people. Okay, if you really got something you want to say, if you really got a message, enthusiasm is obviously attractive. People are always willing to roll with somebody who's excited, somebody who's confident, versus somebody who's negative or somebody who's boring. And how do you display that? You can't display it through a computer. It's difficult unless somebody's able to see you, they're able to hear you. So just understand that, different styles of communication. Understand that the telephone game is out there, right? You remember that game you played when you were a kid where you told somebody something in a circle, and they had to tell somebody next to them, and they had to tell somebody next to them, and by the time it gets around the entire room, it's a completely different message. The facts aren't even there. It's not even what you said from the get-go. It's completely different, right? That's the telephone game. Guess what? That is happening right now in your business. That's happening right now with your prospects, okay? You got to get people plugged into the correct information, all right? The system is what provides correct information. See, what happens when I get started, right? And guess what? I'm getting trained by the best of the company. I'm getting trained by the top earners. I'm getting the information directly from the founders of the company. So now when I go and relay that to my team, guess what? I might not be able to hit it on the head the same way the guys that taught me, the same way I got it from the founders, the same way I'm getting it from, the number one earner in the company. I might say it a little bit differently. So the information becomes diluted, okay? So maybe, maybe only 50% of the information gets passed. All right. I'm not saying that's how it always is, but let's just, for argument's sake, let's say only 50% of the information gets passed. That means if I pass the information to Gabriel, he's only getting 50% of the right information. So then Gabriel goes to relay it to his prospects or his team, and guess what? Now they're only getting half the right information from Gabriel. So now reality is they're only getting 25% of the right information. And by the time it gets down to the fourth level of person, guys, it's only 12% of the right information, 6% down to the fifth level. So think about that. What kind of information is getting relayed to your team? Is the right information getting plugged in? See, the very best way to get information passed so that people get 100% of the right information is plug them into a system. A system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. See, by me leveraging a video, guess what? I'm going to see the same video that Gabriel sees. Gabriel's going to see the same video that my upline saw. Okay? Guess what? If the founder creates a video, that video can be sent out to everybody, all people, all prospects, and it's 100% of the right information. See, I see so many people out there on their teams that are saying, hey, the algo's coming out tomorrow, when I've never ever heard the founders even say, hey, it's going to come out this week, let alone tomorrow. So guys, understand that you have to get the right information to your people and to your prospects. Understand that you have to get people plugged into the system. Leverage third-party tools. Take yourself out of the issue. All right? Don't let your ego be bigger than your bank account. Okay? If you leverage the system, your team and your prospects, no matter if they're 100 levels deep, if they're 100 miles away, or if they're 100 countries away, they're going to get 100% of the right information. Okay? Understand, what do you say? Okay, words represent only 7% of what you actually say, of your actual meaning. Okay, human behavior is what represents what you really say. It's more how you say than what you say, right? Your vocal tonalities represent 38% of what you're saying. Think about it. If I say, dude, you suck. Or if I say, dude, you suck. See, that's two different things. Or if I go to one of my team and I'm saying, hey, you're doing a great job. Or if I go to my team and I say the exact same thing, hey, you know what? You're doing an amazing job. You're doing a great, great job. See, it's completely different. My tonal patterns are different. My voice inflection is different. Understand how you're talking to your team and how you're talking to prospects. If you're going to your prospects and just saying, hey, you know, I just, joined a company and, I'm able to get money working for me, it's pretty cool. Guys, that's not exciting. That's not going to attract anybody. People are drawn to excitement, right? People are drawn. That's why they go to the movies. That's why people go to go on rides. They're drawn to excitement, right? So be exciting. Hey, you know what? I just partnered up with a company. It's phenomenal. I'm able to, do things I've never done before. I'm able to grow my wealth, right? Be excited about what you're talking about, okay? Psychology represents 55% of what you're saying. The way you use your body represents majority of how you influence people when you communicate with them. Okay, your body language. Are you using your hands? Are you talking? Do you slouch? Do you look at people eye to eye? Are you confident? Display confidence, guys. People always are attracted to people that are confident. Okay, you got to watch your language. Here's some turnoff words in our industry. Instead of saying meeting, seminar, presentation, that stuff's a turnoff. Nobody goes to work for 40 hours a week and then all of a sudden gets off and wants to go to a meeting or a presentation or a seminar. That's boring, right? They just left that. They don't want to go to that. You want to use words like, hey, let's sit down. Hey, let's catch up. Hey, let's grab a coffee, or, why don't you come over so that way we can, break down some details. Guys, use different words, all right? Instead of upline and downline. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear, hey, talk to my upline. Or, yeah, this is my downline. No, man, we're a team. This is a family, right? We're business partners. So when I'm introducing somebody, let's say I'm going to introduce Alvin. I'm going to say, hey, this is my partner, Alvin. He's incredibly sharp. He's a good friend of mine, right? Guys, use words that people are comfortable with. Right? If I say, hey, I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine, I've known him for a long time and we've been partners, that sounds a lot better than, hey, I want to introduce you to my third party upline. You know what I mean? That sounds weird. Don't be weird, right? Don't say I joined, right? Don't say I joined. That sounds weird. That sounds like you're joining a cult or something. Say I'm partnered with. Say I'm working with, right? Instead of using words like multi-level marketing or network marketing, right? People get weirded out by that stuff because they don't even know what it is. And or worse, they've heard, from their uncle or their mom's brother's cousin that network marketing or multi-level marketing is like of the devil or something, right? It's evil. Instead of using those words, guys, use things like, hey, I'm working with an opportunity, or, I just partnered with a financial, education firm, or, I just launched my private franchise. That's what we are, guys. Guess what? We are privately franchising our businesses. You have a home-based business that you're able to duplicate into other people exactly what you're doing to you. Guess what? When McDonald's duplicates, they call that a franchise. You are a private franchise, okay? Instead of telling people, hey, meet me there, Say, I'll pick you up. You want to get people to show up to your meetings? Guess what? A picked up guest shows up 100% of the time. When I go to get a guest, I don't say, hey, show up here. No, no, no. I say, dude, what time do you get off? 7 o'clock? Perfect, man. I'll pick you up. That way we can roll together and it's easier for us. And that way we both get there at the same time. Guys, a picked up guest shows up 100% of the time. You want to have more people show up? Pick them up. All right? Don't say, let's meet tomorrow or next week. Say, hey, when can we get together in the next 24 hours? Right? When can we get together today? I like to use, when I'm setting appointments, and by the way, that's the best thing you can possibly do to ensure people show up, and so you eliminate no-shows from calls, from meetings, set appointments, right? That's what professionals do. Lawyers, doctors, guess what they do? They set appointments. You're not just going to show up in a doctor's office and get seen. No, no, no. It's not going to work that way unless you sit there for 6 hours. You're going to have to call and set an appointment. Guess what? Because he's a professional. An attorney is a professional. You're not just going to show up, right? So understand, run your business how you want to be treated. If you want your business to be valued like a business, set an appointment. I give people two options. Let's say I'm talking to Annette. I'm going to say, hey, Annette, I see you on here. I'm going to say, hey, Annette, let's do this. Let's meet up. What's better for you, today or tomorrow? Right? Let's say she says today. Great. You want to meet morning or night? What works better for you? She's going to say, oh, maybe night. Awesome. What works better, 7 or 8? 8 o'clock. Great. Let's meet at the Panera Bread at this location, 8 p.m. I'll see you there. Or I'll pick you up. That way, we can roll together. Whatever the case may be, guys, give people two options. Here's why. See, if you've ever gone to Baskin Robbins, right? They have a bunch of flavors. How many they got? Like 31 flavors or something, right? They got like 31 flavors. And let's be honest, guys. You guys look at that chart of flavors. You look at the menu, and you know damn well you don't like half the flavors on the chart. You know for a fact you're not going to get upside down rainbow chocolate cake. You know there's only a couple of flavors that you really like. But people look at that menu all day long like if they're going to pick something else. The reality is, guess what? If Baskin Robbins only had vanilla or chocolate, guess what you're getting? Vanilla or chocolate. So when I give people an appointment, I'm saying today or tomorrow. Morning or night. 7 or 8. See, I'm letting them control it, but who's really controlling it? Me. So that's how you want to lock appointments with your people. Okay? Here's some additional tips when you're having communication with people. Compliment them. Give people sincere, specific compliments. I'm always doing that. I'm always complimenting people because it breaks the ice. It allows people to see that you're a genuine person, right? Think about it like this. When you see a dog, right, and the dog is growling and it looks like it's going to bite you, dude, you don't want to pet the dog at all. You don't even want to go near the dog, right? But if the dog is wagging its tail and it's got light in his eyes and he looks like, he's panting and he looks like you want to pet him. So what a lot of people do is they go and they pet the dog, right? Well, guess what? Be the pettable dog. Be the person that compliments other people. Be the person that when people see you, they want to go and pet you. Not literally, but they want to go and talk to you, right? They want to go and build a relationship with you because guess what? You were the person that was relatable or somebody that you could actually have a conversation with. So I'm always complimenting people. Hey, you know what, dude? I like those shoes, man. Those are sharp. Or dude, I like that shirt. That's a cool shirt. Or I'll tell if I see somebody's car, man, that's a nice car. I like that car. Whatever it is, guys. Be careful. Obviously, if you're complimenting a lady, fellas, and they're, you don't want to give the wrong signal. Or ladies, careful. Obviously, how you compliment the guys. But I mean, you can be genuine, and you don't have to be weird. And you can honestly break the ice with people. I tell people all the time. If I'm sitting down, let's say I'm getting lunch. Or maybe I'm meeting somebody at the bank, a teller or something like that. I'll tell them, hey, you know what? I appreciate your customer service. You handle my my business very well. Or this was great service. This was best service I received all day. Have you been doing this for a long time, guys? It's easy to break ice and you can make people feel good. Why not just make a bunch of people feel good and you'd be able to get a lot of numbers that way? I mean, think about it. When I go out, guys, I don't go out to prospect. Guess what? I prospect while I'm out. I'm complimenting people constantly, and I'm always just seeing what people have, what they have going on. I'm always connecting people. I was out in Vegas with my partner San, right? Win with San. You guys don't know him, check him out. He's got some awesome videos. Win with San was connecting with people, and he busts out his phone all the time, and he says, hey, look, you know what? Let's connect on Facebook, or let's connect on Instagram. You never know. That's an easy way to get people's information, man. That's like a guaranteed phone number, or a guaranteed way that you can show them, pique their interest, show them the business, right? Smile, make eye contact, have an open body language. Don't cross your arms. Don't be the negative Nancy, right? Ask questions. Great leaders ask great questions. Ask questions like, what do you do for a living? How long you been doing it? How do you like it? Where you from? How do you like it there? Ask people open-ended questions that make them explain about themselves and be willing to give to get. When you ask a question, be willing to tell about yourself. I tell Gabriel, hey bro, what do you do for a living? I trade in the market as a swing trader, and I work in marketing. What about yourself? What do you do? I told him about me, and he's gonna tell me about himself. I'm gonna be like, awesome, man. How long you been doing that? I've been doing what I've been doing for the last 4 years, dude. I get to work from home. I love it. What about you? See, I make it a normal conversation. I'm not asking him 21 questions, and I'm not being a freak, right? I'm not being weird. So it's always a good idea if you're face to face with people to touch them, not in a weird way, but in a normal way. Like, for instance, if you shake somebody's hand, when you make physical touch, that is literally the next level of communication. Making physical touch, touching somebody on the shoulder, or shaking their hand, that opens people's it opens people to communicate with you even more because of physical touch. It's like this. I use this analogy all the time. Imagine if me and Aubrey are making a deal, right? Me and Aubrey are making a deal. Hey, Aubrey, I'm going to sell you my car for, $10,000. And Aubrey says, hey, that sounds great. And I go to shake Aubrey's hand. Okay, great, let's shake on it. And Aubrey says, no, dude, I don't want to shake your hand. How do I feel now about the deal? The deal's good. The numbers are good. But I don't feel right as a person because she pulled her hand away. Because she doesn't want to shake my hand, right? It's not a big deal, but honestly, guys, think about it. If somebody were to pull their hand away from you when you first meet them, dude, you're not going to feel good about that person. So you got to understand, this is a people business, belly to belly, handshake to handshake, right? That's the kind of business that we're building. Okay, try to see things from other people's perspective. Now, there's 4 kind of personalities. There's a person that's money motivated. I call that person Raphael. You guys seen Ninja Turtles, right? You can tell how old I am, right? By talking about the Ninja Turtles. But Raphael was my favorite, man. You know why? Because he's money motivated. This dude was a champion. This dude was always in charge, man. He always had a little attitude, right? That's why I like Raphael. See, some people are cause motivated. Like Leonardo. Some people just want to have fun, like Michelangelo, right? And some people are analytical. They want to know all the facts, like Donatello. So you got to understand what your team is. Who's in your team? Make sure that if you have an analytical person in your team, guess what? They want the details, man. They might not even start talking to anybody. They might not do any business until they understand the facts. And you can help them understand the facts by plugging them into our system, getting them plugged into the training calls, getting them plugged into the PIP rooms, getting them plugged into the back office trainings, the YouTube trainings, the live Facebook feeds that we do. Get them plugged in. See, somebody like Raphael is money motivated, right? They're status and rank driven. They love recognition. All right, people that are money motivated, I'm gonna give you guys a tip for your team. They love recognition. People will work for money, but they'll die for recognition. Trust me, I was in the army. I know people will die for recognition. Okay, so when you go out there and you recognize people in front of other people, you say, hey, great job. This person did a phenomenal job. You shout them out. And guess what? It makes them feel good. It makes them want to do more. All right, the person that's money motivated, they usually walk fast. They talk fast. Notice I'm talking fast, right? Because I'm money motivated. That's the kind of person that says, show me the money, right? Show me the money. Okay, that's Donald Trump, Richard Branson, all right? Jay Will, right? Anthony Napolitano. We're all money motivated people, okay? Now, you have Leonardo, who's cause motivated, right? That's the person that tends to be, sometimes they may be religious, or maybe they're, they want to help a lot of people, or maybe they want to help a cause. They live to serve other people. Maybe they want to do charity work. Maybe they're family-oriented people, okay? Is what we're doing helping people? So you got to convey the message. Right? Now, everybody usually has a little bit of all 4 personalities, but the reality is somebody is dominant in usually 2 quadrants. Somebody might be money motivated and cause motivated. So you want to be able to share what we're doing or how this can help them achieve the kind of personality that they are. People that are cause motivated are like Mother Teresa, Gandhi. Those are cause motivated people. Donatello is motivated by the facts. He's analytical. Okay, they tend to take a long time to make a decision on things. Those are the kind of people or prospects, right, that you have to follow up over and over and over and over and over. That's why you have to follow up with people 10 to 12 times, because they might be analytical. They love to do research. They love to read stuff. They love to see what's going on. They love to know about something before they join it. They love to know about something before they take action. Understand your team and prospects are these people. Okay? Those are the engineers, the scientist mentality. How do things work, right? Then you have Michelangelo. This is the guy that's all about having fun, right? Always wants to have fun. I'll be honest, man. I'm this guy. You know how I know I'm this guy? Because I love linking up with people. I love traveling. I love doing events and shaking people's hand. And you know what? These kind of people, I'll be honest, they tend to be late. So if you ever have somebody in your team that tends to be late, they're probably somebody who likes to have fun. I tend to be a little bit late. I try not to be, but it happens, right? These people, these people are usually the life of the party. These people are usually the ones that enjoy what they're doing. They want to have a good time. These are the can't stand to be alone people. You know what I mean? These are the Jim Carreys and the Robin Williams of the world, right? So just understand, your prospects, understand your people, understand who you're talking to. All right. Now let's talk about personal communication. See, communication is not just between you and other people. Guess what? You talk to yourself more than you talk to anybody on the planet. I promise you. Whatever your conscious mind asks, your subconscious mind will deliver. Guess what? If you plant a bean, you're gonna get a bunch of beans. Okay, you're gonna get a bunch of. You plant a seed, you'll get a bunch of trees, right? But if you plant let's say I don't know, an avocado, guess what you're probably gonna get? Avocados. You get what you plant, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. If you plant a negative in your mind, guess what you're gonna get more of? Negative, right? So ask yourself questions. Think about what you think about. It's difficult. Try it. Think about what you're telling yourself. Anytime you're saying, oh man, that sucks, or oh man, how are we going to do this, or oh man, I don't think I can do that, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference of good talk and bad talk. And your subconscious mind will go to work at producing whatever it is that your conscious mind is saying to it. Okay? So things like, what do I need to do today towards reaching my goals? Those are the kind of questions you need to ask yourself. What do I need to do today to reach my goals? Instead of saying, man, I don't know how I'm going to reach this goal. No. What do I need to do today to reach my goals? Or how can I become more successful? Right? How can I become more successful? Instead of, man, I don't know if I can be successful. Right? When you have something bad happen to you, it's not, man, this sucks. No. We win. As a team, guess what, guys? From now on, you win all the time. You win or you learn. You don't lose. We win and learn. So anytime something happens to you, people quit. Whether somebody didn't join your business, you couldn't close somebody. So maybe something went wrong. Maybe you have issues in your team. Whatever the case is, guys, what can you learn from that experience? Not the experience sucks. Yeah, it might suck. So what? What can you learn from that experience? Because remember, we don't lose. See, the one thing I've instilled in my team is the way they think as soon as they come into an area full of people with business. See, when people enter my home and we're doing a meeting, guess what? They are excited immediately. I instill with my team, you need to be excited the second you walk through the door. When I ask you how are you doing, I want you to say I'm doing phenomenal. I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. I don't care if you had a shitty day. I want you to be feeling good because guess what? You're alive. We have the opportunity of a lifetime. We're making money and we're helping people. Period. Right? So, excuse my language, guys, but that's the reality. You need to have the right mindset. When I call my team and I say, hey, what's going on? I don't want them to say, see, average people say, not much. That's what average people say. That's what broke people say. You don't say that no more. Don't ever say nothing's going on. Don't ever say not much. Don't ever say, I'm all right. Don't ever say that. When you answer the phone and somebody says, how you doing? You say, I'm doing phenomenal. I'm doing amazing. Couldn't be better. Life is just going my way, right? Because then people are going to be attracted to that. People are going to feel good. And not only that, you naturally are creating an environment where somebody's going to say, damn, this person's doing pretty good. What do you got going on that you're doing so good, right? What is it about your life that's great right now? Be grateful, right? How can I make it happen right now and enjoy the process, guys? All right? Here's some life-destroying things. What's wrong with me? Why won't people respond? Why is this so hard? Why can't I succeed? Why don't people like me? Why am I struggling? Why won't anyone join? Right? Why can't I get as fast as he does? That's the worst one. Don't compare yourself to other people. You don't know the scenario. You don't know how long they've been working at it. You don't know how long they've been grinding. You don't know the backstory, right? Why don't I have enough money? Those are all life-destroying things that you talk to yourself. Here are life-changing things. How can I get better? How can I get more people to respond? Why is this so easy? This is easy what we do. We get eyes on screens, ears on phones, and butts in seats. That's it. That's how you get paid. You want to know how to make $1 million? Get more eyes on screens, more ears on phones, and more butts in seats than anybody else. Period. Right? How can I succeed? How come I have so many people that love me? Right? Those are great things to ask yourself. Why am I doing so great? You know, every single day I wake up and I look in the mirror. This is self-talk. Some of you guys think this is weird. That's why some of you guys ain't making no money. See, the champions on this call, they understand that you get in front of the mirror every single day and you tell yourself, man, you self-talk because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. You tell yourself, I'm phenomenal. I'm amazing. Today is great. Every single day I'm finding new, sharp, successful people that I'm going to help. Money comes to me easily, frequently, in increasing streams and multiple quantities. Money comes to me easily and frequently in multiple streams and increasing quantities every day. I tell myself that. Your self-talk is some of the most important things you could ever do to change your financial future, guys. Not only that, but just to change your life in general. It'll make you a better person. It'll make you a better father, a better brother, a better son, a better spouse, a better daughter. It'll make you better all around. When you control your mind, when you think about what you're thinking about, when you elevate your communication skills, not only to yourself, but it starts with you, and then you'll be able to elevate your communication skills with everybody else. Nobody can love you until you love you. So you better start falling in love with yourself. Otherwise, nobody else will. All right, I appreciate you guys jumping on this call. Hopefully you guys got some value. We have some incredible things coming on. We have events, guys. Plug into the events. If you haven't got your corporate tickets, get your corporate tickets immediately. Immediately. The event is coming. It's going to sell out. I promise you. Get your rooms. Get everything booked. Get plugged into the events. We have an event down in Southern California on June 4th. We have an event going on in Miami on June 24th. Get with your upline. There's going to be an event coming up. I guarantee it, in your area. So figure out when it is. Promote. Promotion is the name of the game. The one that promotes the most makes the most, period. So I hope you guys have a phenomenal evening. I'll see you guys all at the top. This is Jay Will, or from a beach across the world. You guys have a great one. Bye-bye.